Good morning, students. This is Dr. Rajiv Singh. In previous video lecture, we have discussed about some numerical problems based on chemical kinetics, and we have also discussed about rate law. In today's lecture, that is lecture number 6th, I will discuss about order of chemical reactions. It is very important topic of chemical kinetics. So these are the main contents of today's lecture. I will discuss on assignment which were given in the previous lecture, prerequisite of topic, introduction of order of chemical reactions, how to find out order of reaction, effect of concentration of individual chemical species of reactant upon rate of reaction, and there will be assignment, and thereafter learning outcomes and reference. In previous lecture, I have given these assignments. So question number 1 of this assignment was, what will be the order of reaction if rate of reaction does not depend on the concentration of any of the reactant? It means if we write the rate or rate law for such reaction, it will be rate equal to K if the rate is independent on the concentration of any one of the reactants. For example, this is the concentration and it is not depending, rate is not depending on the concentration. It means there will be a power of 0. If power of 0 means the overall value of C will be 1 in this case, so it is the case of zero order reactions. The answer is the reaction is zero order reaction. So in all zero order reactions, the order or we can say the rate of reaction does not change if we change the concentration of any one of the species or concentration of all species if the overall order of reaction is 0. So the answer of first question is that the order of given reaction is 0. So it is 0 order reaction. Question number 2, what is pseudo first order reactions? Explain with the help of one example. Pseudo first order reaction means if the molecularity of reaction is 2 and order of 1. So if we take an example of acid hydrolysis of water, then we will find that in such reactions the rate actually depend on the concentration of both the substances, ester as well as water. But in such reactions there is a condition that one substance is present in very small quantity, like during the hydrolysis of ester is present in very small quantity as compared to the water. So when a reaction proceeds, there is a considerable decrease, or we can say the more decrease in the or more comparative decrease in the concentration of ester as compared to the water. If we calculate it in the form of, for example, percentage, if 1000 molecules of water are there, I am giving only example, and there are 10 molecules of ester, and the reaction is taking place through the 1:1 stoichiometric reaction, means 1 mole of ester reacts with the 1 mole of water. So when 10 moles of esters reacts with the 10 moles of water, and after that the concentration of ester becomes 0, because all the 10 molecules of esters has been participated in the reaction to give the product, but there are still a huge number of water molecules. It will be 990. Only 10 molecules of water are converted into the product. So if you ask to increase the rate of this reaction, then what will we do? Can you add more water in the reaction mixture, or will you add more amount of ester? Because the total concentration of ester is 0. If you increase the amount of water or concentration of water, there will be no effect on the rate of the reaction, because the counterpart of this reaction, that is ester, is not present there. So if we increase very small amount of ester in this reaction, so reaction will proceed, or rate of the reaction will proceed with the faster speed. It means actual order of reaction is 2, but practically the order of reaction will be 1. So such type of reactions are called pseudo first order reaction. I will also discuss more about such kind of reactions in the next lectures. So this is about previous assignment. So if a student want to know or want to study the order of reactions, he should have a background in basic chemistry, including stoichiometry of reactions, mole concept, factors affecting rate of chemical reactions, and rate law. All these are the prerequisite of understanding the topic order of the reaction. So if we talk about order of chemical reaction, consider a reaction whose rate is equal to K. K is the rate constant. Concentration of A into concentration of B to the power 0. If we are talking about order of reaction, so in this case there is power of 1 on A, because if there is no power, it means it is power 1, and there is power of 0 on the B. So if we assign the value of order for M is M, A is M, and on B is N, so the value of M here is 1 and value of N is 0. It means this reaction is of first order with respect to the reactant A, because there is a power of 1 or exponent value of 1 on reactant A, and it is of 0 order reaction with respect to the concentration of reactant B. So reaction is, the order of reaction is calculated by the individual concentration. So the overall reaction order will be 1 plus 0, so it will be 0. So we can also write the rate equal to K A. We can eliminate the term B, because if we raise power 0 on B, then it will be, actually it will be 1. So the overall order of reaction will be 1, and this reaction can be represented, or the rate of reaction can be represented rate equal to K into active mass or active concentration of A. So the value of the reaction order must be determined experimentally. We have discussed about this fact in previous lecture. So we cannot find out the value of order of reaction by simply looking at the stoichiometry of the reaction. So the value of order of reaction can we find out only from the experimental facts. So M and N are reaction orders. In this case, they indicate the sensitivity of rate of concentration change of each reactant. So an exponent of 0 means the reaction is 0 order with respect to that reactant, means rate does not depend on the concentration of that reactant. An exponent of 1, it means the rate is directly proportional to the concentration of that reactant. So in this case, if we write the rate, so rate equal to, it will be K, rate constant, into concentration of A to the power 1. So this power 1 indicating that it is of first order reaction. So if concentration is doubled, if we increase the concentration double, then what will be the rate of reaction? So it will be also 2x, means 2 times, rate will be 2 times if the reaction is of first order with respect to that reactant. If we consider that all the other reactants or the concentration of all the other reactants are taking constant, only the concentration of one reactant is doubled. If the order of reaction with respect to that particular reactant is 0, then there will be double rate of reaction on doubling the concentration of that reactant. Similarly, if we reduce to half of concentration of that particular reactant, then reaction will be decreased up to 1/4 time. So this is about the dependency of rate of reaction on the concentration of a particular species, and the order of reaction with respect to that particular species is 0. If there is an exponent of 2, it means the rate is proportional to the square of concentration of that reactant. So in this case, we can write like rate equal to K, and there is a concentration term and the exponent is 2. Due to this 2 exponent, the order of reaction is 2. So in this case, if we increase the concentration up to double concentration, rate will be 4 times. If the order of reaction is second order with respect to this particular reactant, so we can calculate the effect of concentration or effect of concentration of individual chemical species on the rate of the reaction. So for example, there is a hypothetical reaction in which A is converting into the V, and the rate or rate law, we can say the experimental rate, where we are talking about rate law. Rate law means it is based on the experimental fact, it is not based on stoichiometry of the reaction. So rate law is always on the basis of experimental facts. So this is the rate law of this reaction when A is converting into the B. If, for example, the value of M is 0, for example, means the rate will be K, because rate will be K A to the power 0. So A to the power 0 means 1. So rate will be K. It means when there is no concentration term in the case of, or in the condition when the value of M is 0, so in this rate it can be written as rate equal to K, because A to the power M means M if 0 then it will be 1, so rate will be equal to K. So there will be no effect of concentration on the rate of this reaction. So if we change concentration of A, for example, if we double the concentration of A, if we increase the 4 time of concentration of A, or if we increase 15 time of concentration of A, for example, if we reduce to half of the concentration of A, there will be no change in the rate of the reaction. So rate of reaction will be independent on the concentration of reactant A if the order of reaction is 0 with respect to the concentration A. Similarly, if there is first order reaction means if value of M is 1, so the net rate will be rate equal to Ka. So when we double the value of A, means when we double the concentration of A, so there will be double rate law. So there will be double rate, means rate will be increased 2 times if we double the concentration of A if the reaction is of first order with respect to the reactant A. Similarly, if we increase the concentration of A up to 3 times, rate of reaction will be increased by 3 times also, because it is first order reaction with respect to this particular reactant. If the value of M is 2, means if this is second order reaction, then what will happen when we increase the concentration up to double amount? So it will be 2 to the power 2 means 4. So rate will becomes 4 times when we double the concentration of A if the order of reaction is 2 with respect to this concentration, this reactant A. Similarly, if we increase the rate by 3 times, it becomes 9 times faster, or if we reduce it by half, so rate will be decreased by 1/4. So this is about the effect of concentration on rate of reaction of when the order of reaction is different. So this is the example of a reaction, and this is the reaction is giving here. In this there is a chloride ion actually. So the rate is given. Rate means rate law. Anywhere if rate is given for any chemical reaction, it means it is based on experimental fact. It is not based on stoichiometry of the reaction. So this rate is given, means it is experimental rate. So calculate the rate of reaction when concentration of reactant, this reactant is 2.0 into 10 to the power minus 2 mole. So rate will be K into concentration of this reactant. So we can calculate the rate. Rate will be K. So value of K is given here, that is 9.0 into 10 to the power minus 3 per hour. So this is the value of K into concentration of the reactant, it is given 0.02 mole. So if we calculate this, we will get 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 mole per hour. And what is the rate of chloride production under these conditions? This is another question related to this example. If you look this reaction in which 1 mole of this reactant is taking part and 1 mole of chloride ions are produced. So the rate of consumption of reactant will be equal to the rate of formation of chloride ion. So the rate will be 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 mole per hour, because same number of moles are involving in this reaction. So it can be calculated by using this concept. This is another example of chemical reaction in which stoichiometry of reaction is given, as well as rate is also given. Rate means it is based on the rate law. Please understand this point. It is rate based on the experimental facts. So the rate is given, rate equal to K NO power 2 H2 power 1. See these power, if it is theoretical rate, then there should be power of 2 on NO like this, but there, at the same time there should be power of 2 on hydrogen also, because 2 number of moles of hydrogen are taking place in this chemical reaction. As we discussed previously, that there is no relation between experimental rate and theoretical rate, or theoretical rate means rate based on the stoichiometry of reaction. So this rate is based on the experimental condition. If you look to this rate, so reaction or order of reaction is second order with respect to the NO, and it is first order with respect to H2. So this is given actually. So calculate rate when concentration of NO is 0.025 mole and H2 is 0.015 mole. So we have to calculate rate by using these two concentration of reactants. So we will put the value of these concentration into this rate. So rate equal to K, the value of K is also given, that is 6 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter minus power minus 2 per second. So this is the about the K, and this is about the concentration of reactants, that is concentration of NO. So in this case there will be power of 2 on this concentration, and power of, actually this is the concentration given for the NO. So this will be actually power 2, and this is the concentration of hydrogen. So we can calculate the rate by using these two different concentrations. So this is about today's lecture, means how different rate of reactions of different order reactions depend on the concentration of reactants. If the rate is independent on the concentration of reaction, it means the order of reaction is 0. So we can calculate the order of reaction by using these data, and in the next video lecture I will discuss more about order of reactions, how order of reactions are calculated, and there will be some more numerical problems based on these order of reactions. And by using the order of reaction we can also predict the exact mechanism of any chemical reaction. So it is very important topic of chemical kinetics, that we can find out exact mechanism of multi-step reactions actually, because in the case of simple reactions, when there is only one step is involved, so we can easily find out the mechanism part of such reactions. But when the reaction is complex reaction is reaction having multiple steps, so we can find out the exact mechanism of such reactions by utilizing the values of order of reaction. So we will discuss all these things in coming video lectures. So this is the assignment for you, that a reaction is given, it is theoretical reaction, A gives B, the rate of reaction is given as rate equal to K A to the power N, and the rate of above reaction is quadruples, means it becomes 4 times when concentration of A is doubled. What is the value of N? So if the concentration of A is doubled, mean it is doubled, and the rate becomes 4 times, so what will be the value of this N? It will be naturally 2. It means it is second order reaction. So we will discuss more about such problems in coming video lectures, and this is about today's lectures. After successful completion of this lecture, you will be able to understand about order of reaction and effect of concentration of individual reactant species on the rate of the reaction. These are the books for further study. Thank you very much for watching my video lecture. Thanks again.